Welcome to Module 6, where we delve into the realm of ethical leadership and its pivotal role in shaping successful organizations. This module will guide you through practical frameworks that foster cultures where ethics thrive, transcending mere compliance. Ethical leadership is a transformative approach rooted in moral principles and values. Unlike conventional leadership, it harmonizes performance with principled decision-making, impacting all stakeholders, including employees, customers, and the environment. Ethical leadership is not just a concept. It is a practice that guides everyday actions and organizational culture. Ethical leadership is crucial as it builds trust and loyalty, reduces organizational risks, and enhances long-term performance. When leaders demonstrate ethical behavior, they create a secure and engaged environment, minimizing compliance violations and fostering employee retention and customer loyalty. The historical context of ethical leadership reveals its evolution from authority-based models to values-driven approaches. Recent decades have witnessed high-profile corporate ethics failures, underscoring the need for leadership models that prioritize ethical behavior over peripheral considerations. Ethical leadership is anchored in 5 core principles: honesty, respect, justice, community, and integrity. These principles serve as a moral compass for navigating complex ethical terrains, providing leaders with practical benchmarks to evaluate their decisions and actions. Honesty is the foundation of ethical leadership, manifesting through transparent actions and communications. Ethical leaders share information openly, even when uncomfortable, fostering a culture of trust and accountability throughout the organization. Respect and empathy are vital components of ethical leadership. Ethical leaders communicate thoughtfully, value diversity, and foster inclusion, creating environments where all voices are heard and valued, turning differences into strengths. Justice in ethical leadership involves treating all organizational members equitably, ensuring rewards and punishments are distributed based on legitimate criteria. Ethical leaders reject favoritism, creating environments where decisions are made without bias. Ethical leaders prioritize both individual and collective value, ensuring organizational decisions consider the well-being of the entire community. This principle requires leaders to weigh the consequences for all stakeholders, fostering a sense of community and collective good. Integrity in ethical leadership means doing what's right, taking responsibility, and striving for continual improvement. Leaders with integrity integrate ethical principles into their identity, reflecting on their decisions and consistently aligning their actions with core values. Senior leaders play a crucial role in establishing the ethical tone of an organization. Their actions and implicit behaviors influence the entire organization, demonstrating that ethical leadership must be embodied at the highest levels to be effective. Defining organizational values involves clear articulation, practical definitions, inclusive development, and regular review. Values must resonate with all staff members, ensuring they reflect the whole organization and are periodically reviewed for relevance. Effective ethical communication goes beyond publishing values. It involves integrating ethics into everyday conversations and decisions. Leaders should seize opportunities to reinforce ethical behavior, ensuring that ethics are a living part of the organizational culture. Implementing ethics training involves orientation for new members, regular refreshers, leadership-specific training, and just-in-time resources. These programs ensure all staff understand and can apply ethical principles in their roles, fostering a culture of ethical decision-making. Accountability and transparency are essential in ethical organizations. Systems for reporting concerns, anonymous feedback, and transparent decision-making processes ensure that ethical standards are upheld and that employees feel empowered to speak up. Evaluating ethical leadership involves 360-degree feedback, ethics audits, and self-assessments. These tools help leaders identify areas of strength and opportunities for improvement, ensuring that ethical practices are continually refined and aligned with organizational goals. Ethical leadership faces obstacles such as performance pressure, competing priorities, cultural challenges, and industry-specific issues. These challenges require leaders to navigate complex ethical landscapes, balancing short-term targets with long-term ethical considerations. Ethical decision-making models include stakeholder, utilitarian, and rights-based approaches. These models guide leaders in evaluating decisions based on the impact on all parties, seeking the greatest good, and respecting fundamental human rights, ensuring ethical considerations are central to decision-making. Building an ethical culture involves setting the tone at the top, defining and communicating values, implementing training, providing accountability mechanisms, and recognizing ethical behavior. These steps create a framework for fostering an environment where ethics are integral to organizational success. Leadership commitment to ethics must be visible and authentic, demonstrating that ethical considerations are central to organizational identity. Leaders set the tone through personal conduct, decision-making, and communications that emphasize ethics as core to success. To truly embed values within your organization, it's crucial to make them actionable. This means defining values clearly, moving beyond generic terms to specify what each value means in practice. Providing examples is essential, as it helps illustrate how values manifest in everyday situations and decisions that employees commonly face. Finally, integrating these values into systems, such as operational policies and performance evaluations, ensures they are consistently upheld. Effective ethics training is more than just legal compliance. It addresses real-life ethical dilemmas in contextually relevant ways. This includes scenario-based exercises that reflect actual workplace situations, discussions of ethical gray areas, and industry-specific case studies. Training should be tailored to different organizational roles, with heightened ethical responsibilities and impacts on behavior or organizational culture. Creating mechanisms for reporting and accountability is vital for a transparent and ethical workplace. Multiple reporting channels should be provided to accommodate different comfort levels, including anonymous hotlines and open-door policies. Whistleblower protection is crucial, with robust protocols against retaliation and confidentiality safeguards. A clear investigation process must be developed to ensure fair and consistent handling of reported concerns. Recognizing ethical behavior is key to reinforcing its value within the organization. Formal recognition through awards and honors, performance reviews, and public acknowledgments can serve as visible models for others to emulate. Storytelling, by sharing examples of ethical leadership and using real organizational examples, helps leaders reinforce positive ethical examples in communications. Measuring the ethical culture of an organization involves various methods, such as employee surveys, focus groups, and tracking culture indicators. Regular, anonymous assessments help gauge perceptions of organizational ethics, while facilitated discussions provide qualitative insights. Tracking metrics like ethics hotline usage and resolution rates offer a quantitative measure of the ethical climate. This case study highlights the transformation of a toxic culture within a financial services firm. Following regulatory fines and public scandal, the firm adopted a comprehensive ethics strategy. The approach included targeted ethics training, enhanced reporting systems, and consistent ethical communication. After 18 months, the results showed significant improvements in customer complaints, employee turnover, and ethical hotline usage. Building ethics within an organization can be challenging, and there are common pitfalls to avoid. Box-ticking compliance treats ethics as a mere exercise rather than a cultural initiative, failing to address underlying behaviors. Overcomplicated policies can be counterproductive, as employees may find them less engaging. Leadership misalignment sends mixed signals, undermining the entire ethics program. Leaders have access to various tools and resources to foster an ethical culture. Sample ethics resources include model codes of ethics, decision-making frameworks, and ethics training materials. External resources, such as ethics and compliance institutes, offer additional support. An effective ethics training checklist can guide leaders in creating engaging and relevant training sessions. Ethical leadership is a daily practice that requires consistent attention and commitment from leaders at all levels. It's not a one-time initiative, but an ongoing journey that demands adaptation to evolving challenges. Real-world application of ethical principles is crucial, starting by applying one framework to a current ethical dilemma in your context.